I could almost just come up here and say, me too. I want to thank Mayor Bill Foster for making me welcome here, and Mayor Bob Buckland from Tampa, who started out with me in 1991 when only my mother thought I could be elected president. I want to thank Congresswoman Kathy Castor, who's done a great job for me. And when Bob Graham was governor, and I was governor, her mother and I worked together on education reform. So I'm thrilled she's in Congress serving you so well. Now look, we're coming down to the end of this election. And as usual, Florida's got a lot to say about it. And I want to say one thing to sort of set the tone. I read all this stuff in the press. And I hear some people say, well, I was for the president last time, but I was so full of hope and change, and I just had sort of let down. I'm disappointed in this, that, and the other thing. Maybe it's just because I had that job, and I know what he's been through. I did 40 events for then Senator Barack Obama in 2008. Hillary did 70 events in 2008. I am far more enthusiastic about him this time than I was 4 years ago. And you should be too. And I want to tell you why. Number one, this country has gotten way too partisan in Washington, D.C. The Tea Party extremists make a big fetish of not cooperating with the president. The Republicans in Indiana defeated the reigning Republican expert on foreign policy who's done a lot for this country, Senator Dick Lugar, with a man who said that Lugar should be condemned for cooperating with the president on national security affairs, and that he thought there should be more partisanship in Washington, D.C. Obama condemned it, Romney endorsed it. When we saw the president with the Republican governor of New Jersey working on that storm, and the independent mayor of New York, and the independent governors of New York and Connecticut, we were thrilled. Because we know there's no Republican or Democratic way to deal with the aftermath of the flood. Florida's been through enough hurricanes to know that. When you've got a natural disaster, everybody all of a sudden wakes up and says, you know, we're all in this together. That works a lot better than you're on your own. The problem is, we're all in this together works a lot better every day than you're on your own. The most successful countries in the world, the most successful communities in America have created cooperation, not constant conflict. Barack Obama bent over backwards to cooperate with the Republicans. He unilaterally agreed to $1 trillion in spending cut in an attempt to get a budget deal. He waited for months hoping they could have a bipartisan health care bill. They said no. He gave them a second jobs bill that would have created another 1 million jobs and would have unemployment under 7% today. They said no. They were trying to keep it above 8, and they were so disappointed when it failed. But when this is all said and done, we've still got jobs to create, a 21st century economy to mold. We've got to educate and empower people to do the jobs of the future. And we've got to deal with the long-term debt problem. I want somebody who has proved that he will stick by his principles and work in a sensible way with everybody to get something done.